just in case. YouTube, hello. Just in case. We found ourselves in the back rooms. We gotta know what to do. This is only level 0 to 2. I feel like you can fall in here and be on level 4 already. So is this useful? Maybe.
You've turned a corner and suddenly you find yourself somewhere unexpected. The walls are a sickening yellow and the moist carpet under your feet squishes slightly as you step on it. Above your head, harsh fluorescent lighting hums violently, growing and fading in intensity like the beating heart of a living thing. You've no-clipped reality and accidentally wandered...
This man's shoes are big as hell.
Like the beating heart of a living thing.
Golly, I mean, you got some big ass. What's up with your shoes, Doc?
You've no-clipped reality and accidentally wandered where no living person is meant to exist. You've entered the back rooms, and survival, like sanity, is not guaranteed. You find yourself in level 0 as you enter this strange new reality. What exactly is this place? It's everything you can imagine it is, and nothing you're capable of imagining. It's a conundrum wrapped in an enigma, an infinite bit of space-time that's perhaps been knocked...
A fucking labyrinth, right? That's all it is. It's just a labyrinth. Multi-dimensional labyrinth.
That's perhaps been knocked just slightly out of phase with the rest of reality, yet close enough to occasionally pull in the unwary and ignorant. It exists alongside our world, yet beneath and behind it, close enough to mirror it in horrific and mystifying ways. Level 0 resembles the back rooms of a large retail outlet, or perhaps an empty office building.
What was level 2? I missed level 2.
The walls are covered in bland wallpaper with repetitive patterns, and the carpet beneath your feet is always uncomfortably wet and suffuses.
Level 1 might be our actual existence. I'm not going to
place with a mildewy-like smell. Overhead harsh fluorescent lighting
Maybe it's
casts
just me.
a pale yellow glow on everything, giving the never-ending corridors of empty rooms a jaundiced
I hate this color.
And then there's the hum buzz of the lights themselves. It never ends. In fact, the longer you're stuck in here, the more intense the electric noise becomes, before randomly receding only to rise in volume once more.
That'll drive me
Perhaps it's
nuts.
the sick heartbeat of this 1980s office-scape wasteland itself. You could go in a straight line forever, and if you try to retrace your steps, you'll only turn around to discover that the rooms you've passed through are no longer there. Every time you turn your back, the world seems to reshuffle and arrange itself for no obvious reason.
Frustrating. Frustrating. This shit is more frustrating. That's frustrating. You just walking and walking and walking, shit changing, you ain't going nowhere. That's frustrating. That's how you go crazy. That's the point. I get it.
To drive you mad. Is this place an experiment of some sort? That would explain the drab wallpaper
Ooh,
and sickly
Fonzo.
lighting, as well as that
Give Alfonso a minute. Okay,
Perhaps
guys,
this place is meant to test the limits
don't
of
test
human
out any
endurance.
commands
Just
yet.
how long can the human brain withstand the unceasing onslaught of
What's up,
drab
Fonzo?
yellow and endless empty corridors? One thing is for sure, if you don't find a way to keep your mind occupied, your brain won't last long here. Humans don't do well when they lack stimulation. Like
how do you keep your brain occupied?
Humans kept in solitary confinement
There's
gradually
nothing there.
lose their minds. It's as if higher brain functions simply shut down from lack of use, reverting an individual to a more primal or even childlike state. This is why many human rights advocates campaign against solitary confinement, and why the CIA and other intelligence agencies around the world use solitary confinement to break the wills of captured spies or terrorists. And here, in the world of the back rooms, losing your mind can have horrific consequences, as you'll soon find out. But how to stimulate your mind when the world around you lacks any stimuli whatsoever? Try counting. See how high you can count. Sing the alphabet song. Talk through your favorite movie or book out loud.
This nigga just named 2 things that's gonna drive me crazier than all the lights and everything.
Counting. See how high you can count.
That's
Sing
bullshit.
the alphabet song. Talk through your favorite movie or book out loud. Do literally anything to keep your mind occupied, because if you don't, your mind will betray you in this drab, empty world.
What is that dance, bro?
Long before your body gives out to thirst or hunger. But you do have to see to your physical needs as well, and that means finding a way out, because level 0 is a void wasteland. Your body will shut down in dehydration long before you die of starvation, and you might be tempted to drink whatever liquid is causing the carpet to be so disgustingly moist. That would be a bad idea.
Don't drink
while
that.
the liquid can't be identified, it is definitely not safe for consumption. Your best bet is to find a way out, and you've got 2 equally terrible choices. The safest is to simply pick one direction and travel in that direction as long as possible, hoping you'll accidentally enter the Manila room. This small room is so called because the walls resemble the color of a Manila folder.
That's not
and
bad.
It comes with its own host of problems, but there's a small chance that you'll run into another wanderer there who can help you navigate the back rooms. Your second option is the
I feel a little better. If I could come across somebody else that's f***ed up like me, that'll reverse all the insane shit I went through, kinda. But I might have to kill him and eat him. I'm just saying, might have to kill him and be a cannibal that day. You know what I'm saying? Hey, how you doing, man?
Delicious.
same way you came in. You'll have to no-clip through this new reality once more. How to accomplish this
No,
is a matter
Fonzo,
of
that's
great
it.
debate and often a closely guarded secret. As you likely no-clipped into this space by accident, your best bet is to try to replicate the conditions of your original accident. Otherwise, well, there's a reason the living population of the backrooms is so small. If you manage to get out of level 0 though, congratulations, your odds of survival have temporarily improved dramatically. However you got here, you now find yourself in the midst of a large, sprawling warehouse. The floor is cold, hard concrete, and puddles of water seem to randomly form from no obvious source. Long
Delicious
hallways
water.
intermittently intersect large open spaces, though these lead to nowhere in particular. The random floor plan repeats itself into infinity. Sometimes you can find a staircase or an elevator, and thanks to the fully functioning electricity, the latter will always be working. However, no matter which floor you press, nothing more but cavernous, empty warehouse space and random hallways await you. The only thing to break up the industrial monotony are random, crude paintings and drawings which may appear on the walls or floors. These can change at random, becoming something completely different should you look away and look back again. The meaning of these, if any, is still poorly understood.
Well, I got a
Thanks
spiral
to the never-ending
bullshit.
supply of electricity, though, lighting is not an issue, and gone is the sickening yellow light that casts the whole world in jaundiced tone.
I don't think you can ground yourself. Can you? I don't think it'll let you.
Continues because water is also abundant here, and you'll likely soon encounter one of the many caches of supplies that randomly appear throughout level 1. These caches contain food, random supplies, and even weapons, though the most important thing is the most critical resources in the back rooms: almond water. You'll soon become familiar with almond water because in most places it's the only safe thing to drink. Its true origin is unknown, but it can be common across most levels of the back rooms, almost as if it was being supplied to keep survivors alive on purpose. You can identify it by the faint smell of vanilla and rose water, and a subtle taste of sweet, watery almond butter. If you happen across a supply of it, make sure to take as much of it as you can with you, because it won't just hydrate you, it'll actually keep you sane against many of the psychological effects of the back rooms. Its properties are poorly understood, but regularly drinking almond water can keep you sane through the constant detrimental effects many of the backrooms environments can have on your brain. It can also be used to neutralize the effects of many hostile entities. That's right, there's more here than just you and other human survivors, and much of what's here wants to either hurt you or consume you. Some things will do even worse. Level 1 seems to be continuously resupplied with random bits of helpful items, including weapons. You'll need those for some of the hostile entities we'll encounter later, but also for some of the other survivors who've created their own communities here in the back rooms. Don't count on anything you leave behind to still be there when you return, as supplies are prone to disappearing when the lights begin to flicker unexpectedly. If they fail completely,
so if I put the almond waters in my pocket and on my person, I'm good. Listen, I'm putting burgers, sandwiches, and almond water in my pants, shirt. I'm not going hungry in here. And I'm pee-peeing in them bottles. Say what?
Better run toward the nearest lit area, because the darkness doesn't just consume anything left behind, it spawns any number of hostile entities who will be looking for their next victim. Near level 1, you'll find the first human settlements made up of survivors who have resigned themselves to their existence in the back
Let them
rooms.
argue, Ladybug. Let them have at it.
Encounter are the Meg, our major explorer group, who have their main base here. The Meg are a militant group, but dedicated to the safety and protection of any person who finds themselves accidentally no-clipping into the back rooms. They're typically happy to welcome new wanderers in, and just as happy to take you on board and have you join one of their security teams. It's highly recommended that you do, because there's safety in numbers in the back rooms. In level 1, you'll also find the first real human settlement, Trader's Keep. This sprawling city of refugees is made up largely of members of the BNTG, or the Backrooms Non-Aligned Trade Group.
That's the dumbest fucking name for a fucking backroom. Y'all trash. Y'all came up with that?
Yeah!
Trash.
This faction seeks to engage in trade across the Backrooms verse, procuring supplies and rare curios that can either turn a profit or aid in the survival of the few stable human settlements that exist here. Another major feature of level 1 is Tom's Diner, a friendly enough social club where you can get a tasty bite to eat courtesy of Tom, a former chef who accidentally no-clipped into the Backrooms. Here you can also socialize and learn of news from other levels across the Backrooms, as well as pick up plenty of rumors about how to return back to the real world. Don't take much stock in the—
Oh, I didn't do the chair dance. I'm not leaving this level. If I make it to this level with the food and friends and shit, I'm not leaving. Why would I leave?
These rumors, though. To date, nobody has managed to return home after crossing over. Enjoy the friendly atmosphere while you can, because there's few friends where we're going as we delve deeper into the back rooms. You might find yourself leaving level 1 by accident or on purpose. A common exit is to find yourself in level 2 after making your way down a particularly long hallway, though you can also crawl through a hole in the wall and wind up in level 19. For now, though, let's move on to level 2.
Level
when things
19?
get dark in level 1, you're in danger. But now that you've...
I'm getting to level fucking 1 and I'm sitting my happy ass down. Cuz, why you gonna kill everybody? You already alone, and what is that gender emoji? What are you doing, bro? You just hitting buttons now. Why would you kill everybody? Why y'all killing everybody? Why would you find people in this lost place and just kill them? Explain that to me. No one made it back to tell us. You ain't gonna make it back. You only need to eat a couple people, bro. You can't even cook. And level 1 has food. Y'all just killing for no reason. I can't, man. Y'all just do. Go ahead. Go ahead, kill everybody in the cafeteria. That's fine.
Entered level 2,
whatever.
You better be prepared for your first real brush
More
with
supplies for me.
back rooms. Some
Entertainment.
people clip straight into levels 1 and 2, but most simply accidentally run into level 2 while
Y'all
exploring.
need to drink some
level 1.
water.
Walk down a long, straight hallway for long enough, and you're bound to end up here. The level is full of long, winding maintenance tunnels. Pipes and ventilation ducts run along the length of each tunnel, pumping unknown liquids into unknown locations. Perhaps this is the aqueduct to the back rooms, carrying impossible liquids to incredible locations. Hard to tell because the pipes seem to go on forever and nobody yet has found an outlet. Break one open though and you'll typically find a viscous black liquid. As you wander level 2, you'll probably stumble across random
viscous is thick, right?
Doors or gates. Most of these are locked or simply
No, viscosity is like how much it can move around.
lead to nothing, with bare concrete on
I know
the
the
other
word.
side. Some, however, can lead to a dead end or an empty room. These rooms will at times contain shelving where you can find computer equipment and other random objects. In this world of piped mazes, these rooms may be a lifesaver, providing important bits of scrap or even functioning equipment. What appears is completely random, and unlike level 1, there seems to be no concerted effort to provide food, water, or weapons.
Why you got flaming hot Cheetos and a burger and a water? Is that a good combination? Hell yeah.
For
Hell yeah.
protection. The very environment here can be dangerous, with the pipes pumping searing liquids which cause the ambient temperature to rise to unbearable highs. These areas can quickly become scorching, and care should be taken to immediately make your way through as fast as possible, or simply retreat back the way you came. Other than heat stroke, the temperature can hasten dehydration, and water can be very rare to non-existent here. But the environment is the least dangerous part of level 2, because here you'll find many of the most dangerous of Backrooms entities. Many an unwary no-clipper has fallen prey to them. Unluckily,
this fucking ashy, man. Who are you, bro? And you ain't got no legs. I'm kicking you in your shit.
Making level 2 their first destination into the back rooms. You have the advantage of knowledge, though.
Nasty.
So pay close attention because this information could save your life. Level 2 is the perfect hunting ground for
had a butt you could eat, bro.
crawlers. This is the name given to animals, insects, and individuals infected with a specific type of fungus, similar to Torbiella pulvinata back in the real world.
What?
Much
Nigga,
like
say that again.
Fungus, similar to Torbiella pulvinata.
Torbiella purvinata. That sounds nasty. What is that?
Back in the real world. Much like its cousin back in real space, the crawler fungus infects the brain of a host and effectively zombifies it, turning it into the single-minded purpose of spreading more of the fungus through bites, scratches, stings, and infection via bodily fluids.
So the zombie fuckings. Y'all see his damn taunt. Hey, killed these animations. Y'all see his tonsils all dangling? But this is a zombie fungus. That's all it is.
Scratches, stings, and infection via bodily fluids. Wanderers will often hear crawling
You gotta
noises from
pause
the
that,
vents
bro.
that
Pause
line
that.
level 2 and should immediately depart the area or block off any open vents in the vicinity. The crawler one encounters depends entirely on the host. Small animals and insects can be difficult to protect against infection from, but present far less of a threat than infected humans. Like all infected hosts, the strands of the fungus will penetrate the skin, covering the host in a white, fuzzy covering that can be infectious if any of it
now
gets
you the ashy
inside
man.
an open wound or glandular opening. Once a human host proceeds to the
he
last stage
crying.
of infection, though, they will sever the lower half of their body and use the greatly lengthened nails to slash open their own flesh, apparently in a fit of madness. Human crawlers can display incredible mobility thanks to increased upper body strength.
Bro, you are walking on your bro. Just out here aggressive, angry, ashy, and walking on your Disgusting.
as well as increased sensory perception to allow them to navigate in low light or even complete darkness. The crawler will display great aggression, seeking to infect as many new hosts as possible. The second most common
Word,
entity to
D2.
encounter in the winding tunnels of level 2 are the Smilers. These enigmatic creatures can be clearly identified
There's
by
too
their
many
glowing
monsters,
eyes and
bro.
a giant glowing Cheshire cat-like smile. Interestingly,
Didn't Lori draw something like that earlier? Lori, that's almost like what you drew earlier. Almost smaller mouth though.
Smilers show behavior much like predatory sharks on Earth, as they seem to be ambush hunters that can be intimidated or at least dissuaded from attacking by maintaining eye contact. They are attracted to loud noises and bright lights, so throwing a flashlight can be an effective method of distracting one. However, like most
That nigga said
predators,
blah, blah,
turning
blah,
your
blah,
back
blah.
on one and running away is not recommended, as it will simply encourage the Smiler to attack. It's believed that Smilers contain a real physical body, but perhaps out of phase with the observable reality of the backrooms, thus effectively making it invisible to the naked eye. Perhaps Smilers have learned to hunt by no-clipping across the various levels of the backrooms, ambushing unwary prey from across dimensional reality
reactions.
and dragging it back to the level its real body is physically located in. More research needs to be done. Though if this is in fact true, and the method of a Smiler's no-clipping abilities can be replicated, it could give human survivors unparalleled power to traverse to the backrooms safely, maybe even finding a way home.
Yo, who came up with this backroom shit? Like, who came up with this, bro? Like, is this old shit? Or did somebody just come up with this? 'Cause this shit is fucked up. Is this all promotion for like a movie that's coming or something? I feel like we being finessed. Like, I love this shit, but I feel like we being finessed somewhere.
Child facelings are very frequently encountered in level 2. These entities appear as small children and, like the larger adult variant, have no face, obvious sensory organs, the face simply being covered over in smooth skin. Despite this, they appear to be able to navigate the pitch black with perfect precision, perhaps by using extrasensory perception. Adult facelings are typically non-hostile unless disturbed, but child facelings are almost always immediately hostile upon encountering a wanderer. Despite their small size, child facelings can be a significant threat, as they tend to travel in groups and arm themselves with small, sharp objects and set ambushes for unwary wanderers by pretending to be lost human children, luring in prey until it's close enough to strike. Thanks to their small stature, though, a well-prepared
your little
wanderer
arms,
should
that
be
little
able to
knife.
neutralize even a group of these entities with moderate effort.
Yeah.
Clumps are among one of the more disturbing entities you can encounter in the backrooms. And
what the fuck is up with level 2? What's on level 19? It's great modding, D2. I love that, Paul. What the fuck is on level 19 if everybody's on level 2? Shit.
And thankfully, they're rare in level 2.
Much love, Lord. Be good, be safe.
Masses of human limbs with no obvious sensory organs of any kind. They
I
can move
appreciate
incredibly quickly before snatching up prey with one larger limb and dragging it toward a sharp-toothed mouth located in the center of its body. Hounds are another common entity in level 2 and can be disturbing to encounter. These entities resemble a petite human that is adapted to travel on all fours. Wiry legs and arms have been bent and reshaped to facilitate travel on all fours, and they're capable of impressive bursts of speed. Their mouths have also been enlarged significantly and now host rows of sharp teeth. Long black hair covers their faces and can make seeing the mouth difficult. Known to be extremely aggressive, hounds can actually be intimidated by direct eye contact. Though inevitably the hound will still attack, it's advised a wanderer use this time to prepare themselves for the attack or to simply find an adequate route of escape. Level 2 is also home to male death moths. It's good news for a wanderer because unlike the female, the male is relatively docile.
Hey, Fonzo, you're right, though. You know what I mean? Hey, look at that bag. You know what I mean? Like, depends on how you approach it. They can be a little, you know what I'm saying? Fonzo, we finally agree on something.
Stop!
Yeah.
And harmless unless directly provoked. It's believed that the male death moth may even be tameable by a wanderer and would certainly make for a useful pet and travel companion. Luckily, no
Kitchen Witch
female
Sierra,
death moths
welcome.
have been reported on
Kitty
level
cat
2,
with sunglasses.
as those creatures are incredibly aggressive and attack with extreme caustic.
What's this one?
Provoked. It's believed that the male death moth may even be tameable by a wanderer and would certainly make for a useful pet and travel companion. Luckily, no female death moths have been reported on level 2, as those creatures are incredibly aggressive and attack with extreme caustic acid, which can melt flesh on contact. Like similar levels, Level 2's meandering maze of endless corridors leaves many wanderers forever lost. These unfortunate souls often turn into the Wretched, another entity that haunts this level.
I was
These are
waiting for
former
this.
wanderers who believe to
I was
have
gonna say there had to be a monster for the people who get lost.
succumbed either to starvation or dehydration, as not all wanderers who die of natural causes become wretched. It's believed that there is an unknown element that affects the creation of a wretched. Further adding to the mystery is the fact that individuals can become wretched even through lack of sleep or great despair, indicating that a psychological element might be at play here. The transformation can last from weeks to months, with the affected individual showing a decreasing need for sustenance as their transformation speeds
Where the fuck you get that whole loaf of bread from, dog? Come on now.
along. At stage 1, symptoms manifest as itchiness and extreme irritation, hinting at the incredibly aggressive nature of a fully transformed wretched. Symptoms will persist, initially resembling mental illness, with increasing aggressiveness and antisocial tendencies. Proper rest, sustenance, and
How you gonna have antisocial? How you gonna have antisocial tendencies when ain't nobody down here, bro? There's nobody else here. The fuck do it matter if I got antisocial? How do you know that's what it is when I don't have the opportunity to be social?
mental health can halt
Think
the
about
process here. As the process continues, though, an individual will enter stage 2. At this stage, the individual will erupt in pustules and sores as their skin reddens and flakes off. Their eyes will become bloodshot, and most of their body hair will fall off. Those who have survived stage 2 can make a full recovery and have commented that the itchiness, which sets in during stage 1, can become so severe at this point that an individual will lathe off entire layers of flesh in an attempt to satisfy it. At this point, only almond water and reality refreshers, specialized devices used by BACKROOMS remodeling co-faction, can reverse the transformation. An individual that progresses to stage 3 cannot be saved by any known means. At this point, the infected will have their nails and
You made some udon noodles? What'd you put up in there?
teeth fall out, though they're known to regrow in various random areas of the body in unusual amounts. All nose cartilage dissolves, and the eyelids seem to either fall off or be absorbed by the body. The most dangerous change, other than greatly increased aggression, is the discharge of a brown sludge-like liquid from the body, which can sometimes be projectile vomited onto a victim to transform them into a wretched within minutes.
These motherfuckers
Wretches seem
disgusting.
to have little intelligence, but some have been shown to have enough intelligence to actually wield weapons. They're known to be much stronger than an average human and can exhibit bursts of speed that exceed even an Olympic gold medalist sprinter's abilities. Often, wretches travel in packs, only increasing the danger.
So those 28 days later zombies. Okay.
Appearances of wretches is also not uniform, with some developing growths of eyes and mouths which cover parts or even their entire body, and others even growing skeletal-like wings. If the victim is wearing clothing, jewelry, or other equipment of any kind, pieces of it can often be found embedded in the flesh of a wretched. Skin stealers can be occasionally encountered in level 2,
Beef and
though
onion?
they also make appearances in level 1 and further levels. These entities vary in danger depending on whether they've recently eaten or not. A hungry skin stealer is extremely dangerous. However, a recently fed skin stealer is downright docile and will only be
These motherfuckers take your skin and eat your body. That's what I would be. If I had to be a monster, that's a monster I want to be. Look, you clothed with other people's skins, you fed, you happy when you fed, and if you ain't, then you ain't.
provoked. Skin stealers derive their name from the ability to expertly flay a victim and literally wear their skin.
Crazy.
They then consume the flesh of their victim, often leaving little but bones behind, though sometimes they're known to consume that as well. A disguised skin stealer will then proceed to wander aimlessly until it becomes hungry again. It's believed that the reason they wear the skin of their victim is to make securing the next victim much easier, as a wanderer will often assume a skin stealer is just another wanderer from a distance and allow the entity to approach. Even at close range, a skin stealer can be incredibly difficult, if not impossible, to identify. That's thanks to a unique adaptation visible in a skin stealer's true form. While not camouflaged, a skin stealer resembles a tall, lanky humanoid with pale yellow skin and sunken all-white eyes. The outer layer of their flesh is covered in microscopic bump-like structures,
I don't like that.
much like the suckers on an octopus's tentacles. These allow the skin stealer to hold a victim in place and can even repair the damage caused by a skin stealer's attack. The end effect is a near-perfect disguise that can be incredibly difficult to distinguish from a real human. The best way to identify a skin stealer is to pay attention to its speech. While it's capable of repeating phrases,
I don't know if you're into the Backrooms, the new shit. It's like the new creepy thing where you fall into a whole other dimension, but we're trying to figure out how to survive it. But watching this, in chat, y'all let me know if y'all agree. I don't think you can survive this, bro. And he ain't really taught us nothing about beating the backrooms. Like there's this Fat Tummy, just welcome, man. You know what I mean? Lady.
Phrases or words it's heard previously, like
Sierra, I appreciate you.
help from a victim it's about
Yeah, I gotta
to
finish
consume.
down like
The
2
skin
tonight.
stealer is
Not finished,
actually
but I'm gonna start it
intelligent
tonight.
and is incapable of actual communication. Thus, an abnormally
Not started,
quiet
but proceed.
individual or one that utters short phrases can be a skin stealer in disguise. Another giveaway of a skin stealer is its naturally translucent blood. Periodic blood tests of suspected individuals can quickly and efficiently determine if one is a skin stealer or not, though physically drawing a skin stealer's blood through a needle, or perhaps by cutting them, can trigger a skin stealer's aggression and lead to dangerous confrontation.
You just look at it
Other
and
than
tell.
dangerous entities, though, you can find 2 smaller wanderer outposts here. The survivors are led by a man named Austin and is generally friendly and welcoming to those who find their way to level 2. As the narrow corridors of level 2 are both cramped and dangerous, their number is limited to around 30. Office Space EL3A is an outpost to the Backrooms non-aligned trade group. And
Okay, we got more
fittingly enough,
people.
located in large empty office spaces located deep within the level. Here, wanderers can catch up on news and trade for supplies, as well as get reports on dangerous entity activity across the level. Level 2 can be very inhospitable, though, and it's recommended that you travel through as
Obviously,
quickly
dog.
as possible. To leave this place, you'll have to find one of the many random doors that appear, as a very small number of these can lead back to level 1 or further into level 3 or even level 4. Extremely
like that.
rare, occasionally a wanderer might discover a brightly colored and comically
I don't like the fact that you can go backwards, which obviously you can. I don't like that though. But if I get back to level 1, I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? Not moving.
oversized door, which leads directly to level 283, which resembles a never-ending maze of playground pieces such as the type that were popular in McDonald's and Burger King play spaces. Just as rarely, no clipping through very hot areas of level 2 can lead to the extremely dangerous level 2.1, a sub-level located between levels 2 and 3.
Get the
This
fuck
area
out of here with
consists
this
of
level
long
2
maze-like tunnels
bullshit.
made of concrete bricks and is home to the dangerous Hikari entity. These entities are incorporeal and inhabit light sources, striking out at unwary individuals who happen
Man,
to pass
what?
by.
The what? I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of this shit. It's too much. It's too much fucking going on. The Hakakari, it's a light demon that slaps you. Those are slaps. This shit is just...
Made of concrete bricks and is home to the dangerous Hikari entity. These entities are incorporeal and inhabit...
Tell me that wasn't 2 slaps. So these motherfuckers hide in the light, jump out, slap you twice, and leave. Or you getting light slapped. You just getting slapped.
Yeah! Habit light sources, striking out
I
at
hate it.
unwary individuals who happen to pass by. It's best to take care and make your way directly to level
This shit is
3,
ridiculous.
Though. But to survive it, you'll need to stay tuned for our next backroom survival
Yeah, this
guide.
infographics
You'll die
is
with
hella
us, we
SCP-ish, for
guarantee
real.
it. Now go check out the Backrooms Explained. Or
Fat Tummy,
click
it's
this other
very
video
SCP.
instead. There are
Nah,
2
bro,
ways.
get the fuck out of here, bro. Listen, let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. Poll done. What was the poll? I saw it was 83% would explore. Y'all crazy, bro. Did you just hear? Y'all chose to explore level. Y'all chose to leave level 1 after you saw what's on level 2 and 2.1? Or you can get lost at level 2,300. Listen, fuck this place, bro. This place. Let me tell you, you're not surviving the back rooms. All he said was, you get in the back rooms, that's it. That didn't need to be a 21-minute video. You get lost in the back rooms, nigga, you're there. And the possibilities are endless. You can go to level 1 or level 1,000,000. You could run into a monster or you could run into some people that got double cheeseburgers and guns. If I find a double cheeseburgers and guns, I'm literally going to sit in that spot and not move. I'm not moving. Why would I move? So 83% of y'all don't give a damn. That's fine, because I say it a lot. I don't give a damn a lot. I understand the feeling, you know, but no.